Well, we told you we would be back for Wailing, and I'm doing something a little bit unexpected. It's our third time doing just Honkai Star Rail. There's no Genshin in this video, as you saw from the title. And I'm doing a thing that I thought about doing originally, but at the time, I think I was saving for Kafka, so it wasn't really an option. I would like to get Blade.
A Bladey. Bladey's here.
So what's nice about this, and we'll show them off a little bit afterwards, because one of the mistakes we've been making in these videos recently is not actually using the new character and being like, look at these animations, and like, here's the skill, and haven't been doing any of that. So we'll fix that here. But one of the nice things is he's got some built-in synergy with Jingliu, and I thought I was unique in thinking of it, and then I saw that 8,000 other people had posted about it online, and I was like, oh, but since they both sort of like transform and don't require full SP allotment, and Jingliu hurts her teammates when she's using her skill, it works pretty nicely with Blade, who gets additional buffs when he loses HP. So because I think he's fun, and because I don't need Luoka as much anymore, although Luoka's a really good fit for a Blade Jingliu team, I think I'm going to pull for Blade here, and of course I'm hoping to win the 50-50 still, but I have a backup if I don't.
Oh?
Which is that I'm guaranteed. Like,
Yeah,
I got
tickets.
I got 220 up at the top right, and another like 30 things I can convert if I have to. So I basically have like 250 pulls effective. So there's no doubt Blade's going to come home, but as usual, and it's not like it's rocket science to say this, but I'd like to win the 50-50 and keep more resources for whatever is next.
Real quick, a question about the amount of pulls. Are you about to be your guaranteed whatever it was, the 200 pulls?
Well, that's only on the other banner.
Different banner.
Right,
That's this one, which I could pull on real quick. I have 10. How the hell with it? So I just hit on this, so the odds of this are minuscule, but it is 10 more towards a Bronya, who also has some fits with these two, although it's tough for her to keep them skill advanced with her skill point usage if they're both trying to do their engines.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible, depending on your fourth, but it's not ideal. But Bronya will pair perfectly with either one of them on other teams if I want to go that route. I don't know why I'm watching these. Get out of here.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, update for anybody out there. I just kept every day I'd play, I'd get a ticket, and then I'd pull, and I ended up getting Miss Ronmei, like just the other day, on her banner, but I'd have to look somewhere in the like 70s. I think it was at like 76, 77. It wasn't a particularly early or anything special. About average.
More off-air pulls, more pity building.
No, I mean, it was one of those things where I was like, no, I do want her because she works really well with Kafka teams, but I wasn't going to like bet on getting her at all. Like it was going to be if I happen to get a 50-50, then I'll be ready for somebody else that I care about, I suppose. But otherwise, mechanically, she was too solid to not throw wishes at and see if I got. So
yeah, and I think what's nice is I don't really like her character. She is quite good for support, though. There's no doubt about that. So she would also be a decent fit for a few different team comps I have, but I don't want her.
Yeah, and I haven't done the quest yet, so I don't know if I like her as a person yet. Who knows? She might be off my team. I leveled her up to 70 because I know she's just too good, but I don't know. Maybe she'll be on the Sampo team, and I'll just make a team full of people I don't like.
There you go.
I grant you the rank of team member, but I do not grant you the rank of friendship.
Exactly,
That's right.
Yeah.
So Jason and Doug are with me, actually in Flagstaff for this, which is unusual for us, but they are in town visiting, and so they're out in the studio. I'm in my room where I am usually for these, and here we go. I should have looked at what my pity was. I don't remember. It's not much. It's single digits, but an exact number would be helpful.
Pom-pom.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, a March ain't bad.
I got nothing against March. I just don't think she's very good at what she does. But given the follow-up stuff, like there's definitely a couple fits for her with me.
Well, okay, granted, it's been a while since I looked at March. Pretty sure her E6, if you get it, heals people. She becomes a healer.
She does become a serviceable healer.
Yeah.
She's not a healer.
Correct.
But it does definitely help with just not having to rely on shields.
Yeah.
Records.
Oh,
okay,
Oh,
none.
nothing.
that was a
Got it.
Yeah, you weren't even in the single digits per se.
Yeah, because zero's not a digit, right?
I don't know. I'm not a math person. I don't know if zero counts as a digit.
It's not a math pod.
Okay.
Sure.
You know what? I actually got her the other day. It's the first one I'd ever gotten of her. So.
Well, 2 for 1. Already our luck is improving.
Much more than Genshin.
Whoop,
But-
whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
Well-
That's Eyes of the Prey. That's incredibly good for your DPS teams. It's one of the best Lycones for DPS. Or I'm sorry, for dots for like dot teams.
Yeah. We'd
Yeah.
have some fun with that. So not upset to see that. I'm upset to see Sampo, but
Yeah, but like to be clear, that is a Lycone of someone trying to snipe Sampo. So you know,
that's true. I support this endeavor.
Oh, she's
Okay.
great. I'm trying to build a team with her. I think her, my Silver Wolf, my Lynx, and I haven't figured out what my other Quantum's going to be. It might be Gambling Girl. We'll see. But as I need somebody else for Quantum.
So this is 50, correct?
Yes.
Oh man, Eyes of
Well.
the Prey. That's yeah.
Yeah, because we
Is-
started at 219.
That's
for people
not
wondering,
rated
huh?
up on this, right? That's just you're just falling on it. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, no Sampo connection here. You can see the 3 we are supposed to get and have
Yeah.
gotten all. All right, so here we're going to 60.
Now, going based on your Genshin luck, the next pull will not hit, but the following one will, right?
Potentially, but my luck's been better in this game. I do have to be honest. So this is going to 70, and then we may start solo poloing because I'm not really worried about the 4 stars here.
Yeah.
It's nice. I'm happy to get them, but I'm not like, oh, I'm really looking to build X.
Oh, I don't know that one.
All right. So now I have to pay a little bit more attention. I guess we're starting on a 9, so it's not too hard to figure out. But we'll just start going one by one and see what happens. Now, it is possible that we lose the 50-50 and get a Bronya.
Yeah, actually.
That is a thing that could happen.
Yeah, meanwhile, I have like 2 Bronyas, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. But again, like I'm never too frustrated because in this game, if I want her, I'm a getter.
Correct. Whereas I might end up getting the Bailu. So I have a 5-star healer.
Yeah,
Because-
she's been solid. She does not have a cleanse,
Yeah.
which I got used to with Natalia, but that's about the only downside. Everything else she does is better. Of course, Luoka has a cleanse. That's part of why I was interested in him, but again, we've sort of moved away from that for now.
No, I mean all the teams I see people building with Kafka tend to have Ho-Ho, and I don't know why that is per se, but I'm sure there's a reason that they've done the math. She's maybe the only one I'd pull for. I thought she was fun in the little Gwenhyphen Ghost Hunter event.
All right, that's 75.
Her and Tail.
Yeah, that event was more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, there you go. Let's see who we get. We're hoping for was he Destruction? We're looking for a Castle. Hoping for Castle. There's Castle. There you go.
I mean, I'm either 4 for 5 or 5 for 6 on 50-50s in this game, to which I say
Nice.
is about goddamn time,
Yeah.
given the horrendous luck that we documented in the last video. 'Cause if you didn't see that one, we talked about all of our polls. If nothing else, bitterness aside, it was just interesting to see how all of our results had gone over time. I think that part's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's great. That's the best case scenario. We got it decently. I mean, you can't say early, but 76 is fine.
Yeah.
Like that, there's no qualms with that, especially if you're going to win the 50-50. Because now, again, I have 143, and I have even more of these to exchange now. I mean, what is the max on this now? That is 27.
Yeah.
And that's just with what I have on hand right now. I'm basically already positioned for another 50-50 because that's 170. So, like,
Yep.
that's great because now I can mess around with Blade. I guess I can equip him more quick and try to use him in a battle. I have some gear. I have a little bit of level up stuff. I don't know how far I can take him because the idea for this really just came up over the last week or so. I started looking at him in the banner and I'm like, as once I got Bailu and didn't need Luoka anymore, it was like, well, that could work. We could make that happen.
Yeah. I mean, and that is part of the interesting thing with this game is, I mean, it's not that this isn't true of Genshin.
Past is gradually coming to light.
Look at her go. But like I also feel like in this game, building a team is more what you're aiming for than like just a couple good characters. You know, if you get a healer, it like frees up other things. If you get a solid DPS, it frees up a solid support. It frees up your other options.
This does help her quite a bit, by the way.
Everyone. Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, big C6. I mean, you really need any 4-star to be C6 to be
Like competitive.
close to the 5 stars, but that one's especially strong. I think I've mentioned this in past videos, but
Please let me show
I
you
really like
some
the
of
little
our
pieces of
local
art that make up the shards here.
a visitor. Please let me show you some of our local hospitality.
I
You're
don't
not
think I'll be
fooling
doing
me,
that.
girly.
We just passed Blade. Does anybody else have constellations? No. So, let's see what I've got here. Blade, for people who don't know, I mean, this is the second time he's been around, so it's not like he's brand new, but he's really looking for HP first and foremost.
Yeah.
Obviously, attack, wind damage up. We have a relic for that, but just wants to have as much HP as possible because he eats his own HP and then does more damage and then gets some back from healing on certain attacks, and that's the whole cycle with him. So we have a couple decent relics already that I've put just enough into to see what they looked like. Obviously we don't want to see defense on any of these, but HP and attack and crit damage, we like those things.
It's the way to be.
And this one, of course, is flat attack. That's what they all are, but we have HP on it. We have speed. Can never turn down speed.
Yeah, I mean, switch. Does your... Nah, the 4-piece doesn't scale off speed. But, well,
No.
wait, it's the...
And I'm going to be going Inert Salsoda, which also doesn't need speed. It's more crit
Okay.
rate. But this was the only 5-star I had, so that's decent. I'll be looking to improve it. This is the worst piece of the set by far. This one's nice.
Oh, that was pretty solid.
I've already
You get
hit a crit damage
and
on it.
attack. Yeah.
And an effect resistance.
Well,
which,
the HP sucks, but... Because they're not... Because this one can roll not HP, yeah?
Well, yeah, but we want HP on this one.
Oh, duh, I'm
Yeah,
stupid.
so this is actually perfect. It's got HP as the main stat, which again will let him scale out of his other abilities. In fact, he does more damage based on HP scaling than attack, although both can
Right,
help.
no, for some reason my brain defaulted to not wanting that on this.
Yeah, so we have attack percentage, and it's all percentage too. Like it's not flat attack, which just
Yeah.
like in Genshin sucks. Over here we've got an attack up one. This is also not the best.
But you've double rolled HP on the
But
rest
we have
of the
double
stats.
HP attack crit rate on it, so like it's not ideal, but it'll certainly work for now while I sort through trying to get better pieces. I have not put much time into this set, so I had pretty slim pickings and was fortunate that I had some decent ones. Here we just got this today because I decided I was going to pull, so I farmed the Simulated Universe. Got a wind damage boost one with double attack, no HP.
Yeah,
Effect resistance is okay.
I have like none of these. I do so little Simulated Universe. It's probably the one thing that holds back my account the most is I just never set the time aside to do the universe. And so what are these called? Orbs and something? Chains? Something like that? I don't know. Oh, ropes. Yeah.
Ropes, yeah. Rope links and chains or something. And here, HP
Oh,
and
very nice.
HP flat. And attack and crit damage.
Well,
and,
and break effect, because he's
Yeah.
he's wind, right? Yeah, he's wind.
It's all solid.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. It's not the ideal lineup on it. And I do now have to figure out, so he gets some crit rate from leveling and from his talents.
Oh,
but
he's crit rate scale, huh?
yeah, but we want to activate that by getting to 50%. So we'll have to see if we can pull that off, or I'm going to have to farm other gear for it. That part I'm not sure on yet. I also don't know how far I can level up these or him, but one thing at a time.
Yeah, what light cone choice are you making here?
Yeah, that's the other question that I'm not sure on. So we're going to be able to ascend him at least a couple times. That's guaranteed for everyone. Don't be moody right now, Blady. So far, so good. We'll see if I can go any further, though. I did not farm any of this stuff. I've been working on some Ascension stuff on the side a little bit. Oh, I'll get one more. Okay. That's fair, considering I put in 0 work on this. So we might be able to pull him into a battle without him being absolutely destroyed. Let me...
So you could see if you can
I gotta clear this out.
make some more.
Because otherwise the exclamation point's going to be there, and, light cone-wise, let's see.
I don't even know. I mean, yeah, what is this 5-star light cone you even have? Who's that on?
It's on Jingliu, so
Yeah. it's
not
on-
likely to move.
You have a that's not Dance Hands. What's the other one with Hook? Friends like these friends. Mole welcomes you. Following.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
No, yeah, it is the one. The one. If you go that one.
Oh, the
so,
moles welcome you. I see. I got
The
you.
moles welcome.
I remember using that one on my main character for a while. I don't remember if any of them stack HP. I don't remember what the dog one is. The doggo in space.
That one, let's see. Burn or bleed. So
Nah,
not.
that ain't gonna fly. What's the one next to it? I don't even know if I
And then
recognize
here we've
that.
got damage by 20%. That could be interesting on him.
I'll be honest, it feels like maybe the one that's going to affect you the most because it's irregardless of any amount of attack stacking or anything like that. But
yeah, I mean,
but-
20% more damage can't hurt, and there will be times the second part triggers because of him fluctuating all over the place.
okay, here's a real question though. I know he does damage based off of HP, but he's still technically an attack scaler, correct?
Technically, yes. And
So-
again, he gets more damage out of his HP scaling than attack, but he does.
But so usually, granted, I'm not the math whiz here. Okay, I may have a bachelor's of science, but it was in psych. My understanding is, and this is from like using Farina and stuff. You actually may want to use a attack stat light cone because attack scaling is the one that you haven't invested in on your other things. So you'll get more benefit out of an attack percentage if it's on your light cone and not on your relics. You know what I mean? Like at some point you hit the diminishing returns.
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't in this case. So I guess the question is, would you get more than 20% attack out of your other light cone, or out of the attack benefit of the other light cone than you would this?
I think I'm just going to stop there for now because that's not a whole lot of investment.
Yeah.
I just want to get him to be viable, and I can pick up some of these with.
You're probably gonna need some of these traces. I know most characters.
Oh
need
yeah,
the big ones.
that's why I needed to get him to as high level as possible, so I can really pump
yeah.
these up. I mean, sure, we certainly want that.
Sufferings I've endured.
So this is where you can see, for people who are new to Blade, part of his mechanic. I mean, all of these are all over the place, but you can see how everything's sort of scale. Like there's 6 different orange numbers in that one that all scale accordingly. Obviously, we're just going to level up a few of these, and then we can take them out for a ride. I mean, I still have a decent amount of these low-level ones. I've farmed a little bit more high-level the last couple days. So
Yeah,
we'll
this is why people pair him with Lynx, because Lynx's heal is increases max HP. Well, Lynx has a couple of heals, but one of Lynx's skill, where she gives you sardines or whatever, increases your max HP. So,
I mean, this is not as thrilling as some other ones, but it's fine.
oh, burp, burp.
Up. There goes dogs. They're here. They're here and they're loud. Yeah, I mean, obviously we definitely want this, but we'll get there off air. It won't take me long, but we won't waste time on it now. Should be good enough where he's got to have like 4,500 HP or so. 2,500. Well, it's fine. He'll live, right?
2,500. That's not.
I mean, we can
bad.
level a couple of these if I wanted to, but it's fine. We'll take him into bat. 2,500 is like how much my Zila has. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, depending on the character, that's actually about what you'd have.
he'll probably end up like killing himself with his damage and then get picked off by an enemy. But it's fine.
Yeah,
Like,
that's actually the most.
we're just
likely.
trying to show him off real quick. So let's bring him with I don't know, like move. Just
Yeah, get
put him in the
Kafka
first
out of
spot.
there.
That's fine. There.
Yeah.
Great. I need to go kill something. Let's no, not Simulated Universe. Let's just go like into this area and then like run around and shoot something
yeah,
with a
go
gun.
find
and-
go find a guy to shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ron
technically, I should
May.
bring him into the.
Ron May shoots, but like not really. She does like I think there's somebody behind you, by the way.
Yeah, I just wanted to get away so it wouldn't attack me from behind because it shoots
Uh,
lasers and I wanted to be able to sneak up on it.
I see.
So like we have this.
Okay, I like that.
Oh. Sure. Why not?
Go nothing! Let me tend your wounds.
Let me tend your wounds.
Yeah. She hasn't asked anybody what their prescription is yet, but
Cocaine.
it's our chance to show off Jingliu since I never did. So Blade eats his own health. You can see what it's going to do at the bottom.
Yep.
Chunk.
The fight is set.
The more he eats, the stronger that becomes. But then he gets to fire off this blast. I'm going to get shot by lasers. Of course it's him.
Oof.
Probably gonna be too late now. Watch him take this attack. Okay, good. It's sad that I have to burn an ult for this, but
Pretty good perks.
gotta keep him alive.
Yep.
We have no way of breaking a whole lot in this fight, so it's not especially helpful. But
No.
I guess we just need to hit here, and then we'll still get the follow-up. And maybe it'll somehow kill. I don't...
Failed to stand you.
Oh, he hasn't actually run yet. He was just freaking out. Of course, of course. Well, then we're fine. Everything's great. Hell, we'll get one more attack off for him. So I think 3 turns of this, if I remember right, and just bam.
I like how, as scared as it is, it just keeps thinking about black holes.
Yeah. It's doing a lot of equations in its head. It's like
wormholes.
Yeah.
it's like the one GIF. Clearly a reference. So, you know, his power is fucking terrible right now, but you get the basic idea. Lose HP, get stronger, regain HP, kill people, be broody. And that's Blade.
Bladey. Yeah.
I'll put a lot more work into this off air because, again, I just started to put the basis of it together. Not sure if I was going to pull. Did. Got him. Can't help but be excited about that. Next time, it's still everything we talked about in the last video. I'm not far off from pulling on whatever I want to next in this game. Most of us are getting from near 0 in Genshin, so it might be a minute before any of us are pulling there. But
I still, I might throw like a 50-50 chance at Chiori, depending on what her kit ends up being. Although early signs are pointing to her maybe not working with Navia or Farina, so that might be a no. We'll see. Or at least not working particularly synergistically, just existing as a Geo. But I guess we'll see. We'll. Otherwise, it's Farina time, I guess. It's saving for her comeback.
Yeah, get C6 like everybody else.
I mean, I'll probably end up getting C4 if I'm lucky on the first rerun here, but we'll see.
yeah, and if she reruns, I'm sort of interested. I have to save for Father.
Look, fun character, I suppose, but like design, being pyro, none of that appeals to me a whole lot. So like, I'm totally cool skipping Arlecchino. That's totally fine.
Yeah, and the other problem with Arlecchino is, do we know for certain that that's happening? Because we could be looking at a Senora situation, right?
I mean, leaks are pointing to it existing, but all of these leaks are the same ones that are very sussy, may not exist.
Yeah.
They could just be people online who like stirring the pot. So it's
it's probably going to happen,
Yeah.
but we don't know for certain yet. So I could be saving for nothing.
It's going to happen in 5.0.
Otherwise, I think. Let's see, what's next in Genshin? I think we get a free Gaming, maybe. I think he ends up on the free leeway character poll for the festival. And
of course, in Star Rail, we're about to get a free doctor in 3 days.
Yeah, and there is a lot of characters coming for Star Rail. Let me tell you, the Penacony update. There's a lot of characters. There's even some that, like, in theory, I should be trying to work potentially like towards for Kafka, Black Swan in particular. Although I'm not super big on big, tall, busty women, but apparently that's what this game wants me to grab. So I guess maybe that's going to be a team at some point. But we'll see. Then there's the little. I think she's Quantum. She's a little like she's a short one of the short stacks, like a little. I don't know what you would want to call her. Dancer, performer. I don't know. Her name changed a couple times, and I can't remember what her name is now. She's also apparently incredibly good. And then there's bellhop boy Farina, basically. I think he's a little 4-star. Seems half decent. We'll see how he turns out to be. He seems kind of like a basic 4-star character, but I don't know. There are a lot of new characters in the new region that are coming for Star Rail that we'll have to kind of see what we all like, how they all pan out together. And
I saw people sort of not complaining, but being like, wow, they're just churning out characters. It's like, I'm glad Genshin takes more time on it. It's like you're comparing apples to oranges for 2 reasons. One, Honkai's new, so it needs more new characters.
Yes.
You can't just rerun the same 3 banners in perpetuity. And 2, it's much easier to make a Star Rail character.
Oh,
like give Genshin its due. There's a lot more work that goes into that than here.
Yeah. Yeah, and there are more. I know there were some that like haven't been leaked yet for Star Rail. I know there's like I know what Robin. I mean, some have been mentioned, but had like whether their kits exist yet. Robin and like her older brother, they're the ones that like invite you to the planet, and then Topaz's friend. I don't want to call it friend, coworker, Aquamarine. I think was one of them.
The one she talks to on the phone.
Yeah, one of the other. They have a name. They're like the. I want to call them like the gems or something, the gem hearts or something like that. Someone will kill me in the comments for being wrong.
That's right. They're coming for you.
I know it's like Steven Universe up in here. We got the gems, and they're gonna do some stuff. But yeah, the Galactic IRS stone people are getting a new edition. So
yeah, what's nice is with so many of us in this group that will end up polling, some of us on camera, some not. That's a shot at Michaela and Kate, not any of you guys.
Of course, yeah.
There's usually like one of these every few weeks, and depending on the hype levels and people's savings, sometimes it's more than that. So there's always another polling thing just around the corner while we wail for your satisfaction. But you know what gives me satisfaction? All of Blade's AFK animations don't have him talking.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. He hasn't talked this entire time we've been going.
No, he has not. He just twirls the sword around sometimes and crosses his arms. And look, I don't mind some of the idle lines. Some of them are kind of fun, but if I'm AFK or if I'm alt tabbing for work and I don't want somebody in the background going blah 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 blah, I love this. So let's embrace the silence.
You know
as we
what?
fade out.
Honestly, of all the tier list we should do, idle animation tier list. That needs to be one.
Yeah, that would be a fun one to do. Just because, boy, there's some that I can't stand.
Yeah, look, Navia, both phenomenal and one of the worst ever.
Yeah, love Navia overall, but as far as that goes, F tier.
Yeah, she has a single idle animation that almost drags it all to F tier.
Well, only if your parents are in the room. Otherwise, it's fine.
Well, sure. Yeah, I guess.
All right. Well, we'll be back with more recordings soon. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you the next time we wail for science.
Later, everyone.
See ya.